A few thousand years ago, a Greek philosopher reasoned it out, that he could cut a leaf in half, a limited number of times. It would reach a point where the leaf would no longer be a leaf. It would reach the point that the leaf was uncuttable. The modern English word, for the ancient Greek word, for something that can't be divided further, is atom. It was not until the early 1800s that science started to recognize that there were many basic elements like hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon. It would take another 100 years before our view of the atom would change. We started to realize that there were still parts smaller than an atom, and that is just what today's story is about. It was on April 29, in 1897, that J.J. Thomson gave the Friday evening lecture at the Royal Institution in London. Thomson told his audience that he had made a surprising discovery. He had found a particle of matter, about 1,000 times smaller than the atom. He called it a corpuscle, meaning small body. Although Thomson was one of the most respected scientists in Great Britain, the scientists present found the news hard to believe. They thought the atom was the smallest part of matter that could exist. Nevertheless, the electron was the first subatomic particle to be discovered. It is not that Thomson was the first person to notice the presence of the subatomic particle that we now call the electron, but he was the first to really study it and to make good use of it. Thomas Edison had noticed in his incandescent lamp a strange phenomenon. He simply called it the Edison effect and got back to doing things that would be practical and make money. Had Edison been a scientist, he would have pushed further, and he would have been the first person to discover the electron. Thomson received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1906, and was knighted in 1908. Thomson experimented with currents of electricity inside empty glass tubes, and his work turned into what many today know as the cathode ray tube, or television tube. Thomson and his wife Rose are buried together at Westminster Abbey, near the graves of Newton, Darwin, Hawking, and his former student Ernest Rutherford. Encourage curiosity.